And we're live.
Hello, people.
Hello. Wait, is
Welcome.
Groovy playing music?
Not yet.
Groovy is paused currently.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm getting a call. Give me 1 second.
All good.
Okay.
Also, Joey, what you sent earlier, that's Gar. Like, without even a question.
Oh, Alistair from
Yeah.
Dragon Age.
Hopefully.
Take 2. Take 2 indeed. Well, welcome back to another week of my declining sanity.
Hey, same.
I'm not going to go over what happened last week because
Good.
we're at a bit of an interesting beginning.
God,
Yes.
that is so fucking concerning.
So we're just going to jump right into it, actually.
Excellent.
So, oh wait, gotta start the music. So, Girah,
Uh-huh.
it's sort of a daze of what had happened after you reached the small town of Hartlepool. You remember going to talk to General Kolvar with your friends, with Bakari, who was still missing up to a certain point.
Yeah.
And then you remember passing out, and beyond that, everything sort of only is in flashes. You remember seeing Meredith with a worried expression and a flash of holy light, you assume in some sort of attempt to heal or revive you. You cannot discern which. There's flashes of you traveling. Maybe the occasional glimpse of a worried apple looking at your face. You remember being in a town that was bustling with people. The same green flag with a silver leaf that you've seen so many times before. One of the last things you remember was a terrifying roar while being surrounded by darkness. And then you wake up.
Huh. Excellent.
As you come into consciousness, you feel as if your whole body is aching a bit. However, it is not so much so that you're unable to move. You can get up and move freely. As you sit up and look around, you are alone. You are on a cool stone platform surrounded by forest. It's about mid-morning.
Don't like that.
There's a bit of a cool breeze going through, but there's nothing really there outside of the sound of silence.
My mic is not picking up my voice. There we go.
No, it is apparently not.
It's killing me.
Fine. I'm slowly dying, but
Oh,
it's
we
fine.
are too.
Fascinating. All right, we're gonna real quick just check, make sure. One, do I have everything on my person still?
You do have everything on your persons.
Okay, cool. Looking around at the surrounding area, does it look like? Do I see any like noticeable tracks? Of like maybe people, maybe my friends.
I'll say make a perception check.
Okay. Hey, guess what, guys? If you roll the D12 instead of the D20, it doesn't. It's not. I'm like, Jesus, that was like a 2, and I'm like, that's a D12, just. You said perception, right?
Perception.
Okay, yeah, that's a 22.
You do see footsteps. However, they seem different from your friends. Instead of sort of like hooved and large troll, they seem to be relatively pretty normal looking tracks, as well as big mounds of dirt that have been picked up and kicked around by something you assume to be larger that was walking near.
Huh. Not a one, alright. Any movement in the trees or anything like that?
With that perception check, No.
Okay. Does this forest, like the area that I'm in, seem like eerily quiet?
It's about as quiet as normal.
Okay.
Like, there might be the occasional bird chirping, but you seem to be in a pretty solitary part of the forest. There's not much around to be making noise.
Okay. Cool.
However, I will say, with the 22, you do see one of the trees kind of has a bit of an eerie-looking face in its bark.
Okay.
Like, it looks very lifelike, but it's not carved.
Okay, Girah is, like, upon noticing that, gonna kind of, like, get up off of the whatever stone platform that he is on and kind of, like, walk over towards that tree and first bow and then say, "Hello, I am wondering if you know where I am and what has happened."
Yeah, as you say that, the tree kind of jumps a little bit and its eyes shoot open. Oh, you're awake, I see. He sort of leans in a bit closer to you.
"Hello, I am Girah. What is going on? I am very confused."
Sort of thinks for a second. You were afflicted with the poison, so I brought you here to heal. As he finishes saying that statement, he's shaking a little bit as he's moving. He's a fairly animated tree. But you see little Apple fly out from the branches and immediately it sort of tackles you to the best it can, and it starts licking your face as if it's missed you.
Gator's gonna, like, kind of respond, like, probably startled a little bit just because, oh, and there's suddenly something flying at my face. Oh wait, I know this one.
It is Apple.
It's Apple. We're gonna give Apple a little scritch and be like, "Friend tree, how long have I been here?"
He thinks again for about a minute or so. About 3 weeks or so, I believe.
Christ! I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, okay.
It was a rather serious poison.
Okay. Holy fuck. This is just the player. Holy shit.
You're lucky we found you when we did.
I think Girah is just kind of, like, standing there a little bit shell-shocked.
As expected. With a very good reason.
Yeah, he kind of, like, blinks twice and it's like, friend tree, when you say we, who is the we that brought me here? I'm very appreciative of the help, but I do not understand.
There's a duo of elves who helped me with your recovery.
Friend tree, do you perhaps know these elves' names?
thinks for a second. You kind of get the idea that he has a hard time remembering things.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's relatable as fuck.
Hey, Ethan, is this tree named Bartleby? I gotta know.
No.
Okay.
Does he know what happens to the Entwives?
No. None of the trans know what happened to the wives. Their names were Zo and Ner, I believe.
I super did not catch that. That sounded
He said their names are Zo and Nerver.
Zo and Nerver?
Yes.
I know.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
did I know them?
Yes.
Oh, I know them!
They are the
That
ones
was
that
my-
you met. Yep.
That was my half session.
Yeah.
Okay. Tree?
First two I adopted.
Yes.
Where are we exactly?
In the woods south of the continent. Near an old Entish village.
Near what?
An old Entish village.
And you said it was in the south, the west of the continent? No, where did you say?
South.
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 Near Pran and stuff.
Okay.
Kind of near your boy Yothed, but also near Pran.
Okay. Huh.
I've gotten very far.
Giga just kind of like, again, like totally shell-shocked. Just kind of blinks a couple times and is like, okay. There were two people traveling with me before. One was a very old dear lady. She was very kind. And the other was a troll. He was also very kind. Did not have a lot of confidence in himself, I think.
Yes, the dear lady was the one who handed you to our care.
Oh my god, the mic is killing me.
Apparently so.
It's fine. Do you know where they went after that front tree?
He thinks for a long while.
I know he's gonna be busy.
The deer went to live with the dragon, methinks.
Meredith skinned some of that. Don't worry about it.
She wanted me to say, you are always welcome to visit.
The dragon said that?
Meredith
Meredith.
said that.
Oh, okay. Okay. So Meredith is living with Yothed, presumably. And I don't know where Makari is. Interesting. Gator's just gonna kind of blink a couple times again, taking in all this information.
Very fair.
He's still absent-mindedly just kind of like petting Apple. And Friend Tree, do you know, was there a troll with the dear lady when she came?
Something happened before. He has a bit of an inquisitive face, like he's trying to remember what happened. Oh. There's no easy way to explain it.
Girah's already crying.
Gives a small frown and pats Girah's head, as to not accidentally crush him. He's a rather tall tree.
You good over there, Joey?
I don't remember the details. Perhaps it's best you head back to the town and find the answers yourself. I believe it was near the road to Ascot.
The town was near the road to Ascot?
What happened was near that.
What happened was near the road. Okay. Friend Tree, do you recommend I go towards Ascot then, or towards the nearest city?
I would not think it wise to go to Bran. The horns of war have been sounding for some time.
Cool. Okay. And we're like kind of in the woods, like at the I'm kind of visualizing like the bottom tip of the lake in the continent. We're like around there, right?
Actually, yeah, pretty much right around there.
Okay, cool. Okay.
You guys are gonna get an updated map once you leave the woods.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
Some stuff might have changed while you were out.
Yes, I think I can think of maybe one thing that has changed.
I was only gone 1 week. What the fuck did you guys do?
Don't worry about it. We were really busy.
They were getting shit done, making plays.
We were making the plays, dude.
You didn't like just there to like be like, and we cut the thing. Thus, you actually got stuff done.
Well, that's still questionable, but
Holy fuck. Okay.
we got things done and we got nothing done.
Aren't you glad you didn't watch the archives now?
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Ethan. Okay.
If you're gonna blame me, I'm just going to say what happened was entirely determined by a dice roll.
God, that's worse. That's much worse.
Yeah, it was not something within my control. It was not something I planned for. The dice dictated it.
Yeah. I know that. I know that.
Yeah.
Good Lord, I know that. Okay, cool. Gita's just gonna kind of like take a very, very deep breath, kind of realize that he was in fact crying. Stop crying.
The train looks pretty equally sad. Like, he seems to feel for the poor goblin.
At least it's not a disinterested goat.
It is not a disinterested goat. It is a treant that cares for the little goblin.
Fab.
Valid.
Okay. Okay. Friend tree, do you recommend that I just go straight to Ascot on my own, or try to find someone to travel with?
We have a town just to the east of here. There we have collected people who are willing to travel with you.
Cool. Gita's just gonna kind of like nod, be like, "Thank you very much for your kindness and hospitality, friend tree."
It is an honor, little goblin. And he sort of bows his head a little bit. Then he shifts and slowly stands up. He's a good maybe 40 feet tall. He's pretty
Jesus.
big.
Fuck,
Yeah, he's pretty tall.
That's like fucking 12 Giras or some shit.
He's a tall fucking tree. And after he stands up to his full height, he sort of leans over and sets his hand on the ground next to you. Whenever you're ready.
Gita's gonna kind of like look up at him, tilt his head, and be like, "Friend tree, are you inviting me to sit on your hand, or I do not understand."
I am.
Okay. Cool. Girah, like as cautiously as he can, as to not hurt any part of this tree's hand, will climb up onto his hand.
And as you do, the hand slowly lifts up and you're taken a good 25-30 feet into the air as the treant starts slowly walking eastward.
Yeah. Girah's afraid of heights, so Girah's kind of like holding pretty hard onto like a finger or something of the tree hand, whatever he can.
He sort of closes his hand and shields with the other a bit, so you don't have to look at the scenery.
Cool.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
You're just gonna like try and like think back to like kind of the events that have happened in the last 3 weeks and see if he can remember literally anything else.
I'm gonna say roll general intelligence check.
Okay. What is my intelligence modifier? It's a +1. So that's a 16.
Not much more than what you already were described.
Okay. Cool. Snazzy.
So, after a good maybe 5 to 10 minutes, You are slowly lowered down, and he opens his hands, and as he does, you see it's almost kind of it's sort of townish. The trees have been sort of fashioned. It's like a town of tree houses, almost, kind of.
Oh, nice.
It's like a mixture of that and sort of these tents that line the bottoms of the ground. It seems to be primarily made up of like a lot of humble folk, like the deer people, maybe a couple Kankus here and there, an Aarakocra or two, a lot of elves. However, they don't. They appear to be more wood elves than the high elves you're accustomed to from an Elsaran that you've ran into before.
Okay.
A lot of them appear to be, very plant-based clothing, almost as if they are kind of ready to go hidden at a moment's notice. And Ents. There's a good amount of Ents here.
Oh, this mic is gonna kill me. Okay. Interesting. Anybody giving Girah like a second glance as he is like lowered to the ground and all that? Is anybody like giving Girah like a second glance as he's lowered to the ground? Because I imagine like naturally people kind of like, oh, there's movement, look at it, and then kind of like whatever. So is anyone giving him like a double take?
Do a perception check.
Okay. That's a whopping 10. Girah's probably still distracted. He's a little hazy.
There doesn't appear to be anyone from what you're attempting to see.
Cool.
However, you were so hazy, in fact, you didn't notice as two elves ran up to you.
Excellent.
It appears to be two wood elves. Mostly plant-based clothing, but they also have a good bit of hide as well. One of them is a boy. He's got sort of like a shaggy, whitish hair. The other has like a bit of a twig and flower crown that appears to have been grown into that shape. And it's a girl.
Nice.
Ah, so you're doing better. It's, this is the one, right? And you see the Ent look down. You. Yes, the first two you ever adopted is Meredith. You're not wrong.
You gotta rev up to answer.
Oh my gosh. Girah's just gonna kind of like blink twice and be like, you must be the ones called Zoe and Nervir?
Zoe and Nerva. I'm
Zoe.
the male sort of leans down, kind of gets on one knee so that he's about eye level with you. Apologies, the treant has a interesting manner of speaking. However, how are you doing? Do you feel sore at all? Is there any memory issues? He's sort of like preening at you, kind of almost looking like methodically checking to make sure everything is there and working.
Girah's immediately like with the poking and prodding, kind of like initially flinching, just because, and then immediately like blinks and like kind of positions himself so his like arms and stuff are more accessible to a body check.
He does that and he sort of finishes and gives a satisfied nod before standing up. Well, are you hungry at all? It's been a little bit of a while since we were last able to feed you.
That's an excellent question. Is Girah hungry?
Probably.
Okay.
On a scale of 1 to 10, probably like an 8 or 9. It's been a little while.
Okay. Girah just kind of is like, I am a little hungry, yes. if you would not mind. I think I also have some rations that I could eat, though. I do not want to be more of a burden than I already have.
Oh, no, it's no burden at all. We have plenty of food. We have a very strong connection to the growth of nature here, and as such, we've had no trouble gathering a good crop yield every year, every season. So come. He sort of takes your hand and starts leading you through the town.
Yeah, Girah follows, kind of still like, basically just letting himself be dragged. Not really like, just kind of like still like shell-shocked, be like, I was unconscious for 3 weeks. I don't know where my friends are.
Yeah, very fair.
Jesus, this is giving me flashbacks to losing all of my siblings.
Very fair. So you're taken through the town. There's a lot of pretty jolly behavior going on. Everyone seems pretty happy. Even the people who are working, they almost always have a smile on their face. It seems like this is sort of a utopia-esque kind of area, you know? There's not much anything in the negative happening here. It seems to be very secluded from the rest of the world.
I'm confused by this. Not suspicious necessarily, just like it's been a very long time since, if ever, since he's seen something just like so peaceful and just like happy.
Oh yeah, and it's not like that sort of like suspicious kind of happy. It seems It is very genuine.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of people though, which may be a contributing factor to that. So you're taken into this sort of large tent, and inside is a whole mass of tables as well as people that are eating, sharing stories, having laughs. At the back end, there's some people who are preparing and serving food for everyone else. Zoe sits you at a table, and he kind of sits across from you very excitedly. As... Oh god, trying to remember the name. Nerver. As Nerver goes over, gets some plates, sets a pretty decent-sized plate in front of you with a nice helping of food. And then she sits next to her brother. So, I suppose you have lots of questions. Perhaps you've asked all of them. Anyways, is there anything that we can catch you up on, or...?
My memory is very foggy. I do not remember most of what happened over the past supposed 3 weeks.
It has been about 3 weeks, hasn't it?
The last thing I really remember was friend Meredith standing over me, concerned. It seemed like she was trying to do some healing or something, and that did not seem to work. I don't know. Girah's like kind of like breathing and trying not to cry. Like definitely trying not to cry.
Nerver actually kind of goes over and like pats you on the back very, very softly, trying to, sort of comfort in what way she can, though she doesn't know you well enough. However, as you do mention Meredith, there's a bit of a smile on Zoe's face. Yes, she is... According to the Treant, from what we've been told, she's currently living with the Green Dragon that's in the tower just west of here. She's fine from what we've heard. However, we haven't seen her in quite a while, sadly. I hate to break it to you, but we don't exactly know what happened. From what we've been told, the Treant was watching you all as you were going through the forest, trying to transport Meredith's family. Something happened to the troll. Of course, the end couldn't remember. He rarely does remember important details like that.
I think Girah's actually crying now.
Nerva's kind of holding you in her arms, kind of stroking your head. But other than that, he took you in, brought you to us, and we've been working on you ever since. I wish there was more we could do to help you recover what assembly of memory you've lost in the time that you were afflicted with that dreadful poison. But we will be able to supply you with hopefully a cart. And we have plenty of people around here who are actually more than eager. We actually recruited a couple just the other day who seemed quite interested in going off on an adventure. And you were starting to do better by then, so we said, to wait a little while, see if you'd wake up or not, and it seems you have. It's almost as if the gods have willed it themselves. So they'll be open for us to fetch when you are ready. However, you should definitely take care to eat up first. You are looking a little bit weak.
Oh my god, okay. I'm actually going to hurt my computer. It's fine. Computer's face kind of pales a little bit with the phrase "the gods seem to have willed it." Not super noticeably, just kind of he's a little bit more on edge.
Very fair.
I don't know. He's just again, deep breaths, stops crying.
Even when you do that, Nerva continues to kind of rock you a little bit and comfort you. Best she can.
Okay. 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 So that was a 7. You know how, when a person who's very clearly not okay gets asked if they're okay and they just start sobbing?
Yeah.
Yeah. As, Girah kind of notices that Nerva's still trying to, kind of reassure him, he just kind of starts, actually, sobbing more and kind of, leans in and hugs.
She hugs back, continues stroking her head and rocking you back and forth. Shh. It's alright. Just let it all out. And as you continue, eventually you manage to compose yourself after letting it out for a little while. You're able to get through breakfast. And then a little bit of time passes. You're shown around. They have a sort of bit of a town hall that's within a very large tree. And as you're kind of...
the tree's hollowed out and the buildings inside of the tree, or...
no, it is built within the branches in a sort of circular manner.
Okay.
And there's a ladder that goes up to it, and the tree and kind of goes on and on, kind of droning about a story about how it was the first and greatest of the Ents, but once it died, it became the hallmark for the town of Entwood. But the elves sort of like kind of give you a look like he might be just gibbering crap. We don't really know. We just kind of we like to humor him.
Girah is listening intently.
Very fair. He goes on a whole spiel about how important the Ents are, and how they've been guardians of the woods since before the elves or even the hobbits came into Teverith. She seems very proud of Ent heritage, say the least. And you're eventually taken to a tent. Zoe sort of opens it up. Well, if you mind waiting in here for a second, we're going to go fetch those couple adventurers that said they'd be willing to meet you.
Girah just kind of nods and is like, okay. Should I stand or sit or just exist in this corner right here?
Well, the preference is yours, however you feel like making the first impression, I suppose.
What's the situation vis-a-vis raptors in this tent?
Not really.
Okay.
It is a tent.
Okay. I was wondering if it was like
It is not a building fashioned of tarp. This is much more kind of like a camping tent almost, only a bit bigger.
Okay.
It's got like a small table inside with a couple chairs, a chest.
Okay. I think Girah's just kind of like stand awkwardly in the corner where he's easily visible from the like as people come into the tent, not like up on their faces.
Fair enough. He gives you a thumbs up like you're doing great. Then he closes it, and after a few minutes, 2 people walk in.
Is it finally time?
It is.
Joey!
Emma and Joey, would you like to describe your characters?
I'll go first. Should I send the photo I made of her or no?
If you want to.
Because I feel lazy.
If you want to. It's
I'm
entirely
going
up to you.
I'm going to because I'm lazy. Once I find it. There she is. So this, but older at the moment. But like middle-aged. You know?
Ooh. Okay.
Yes.
When you say middle-aged, do you mean like 40s, 50s, or do you mean like late
like
30s,
40s.
early 30s? Okay, like 40s.
40s, but the lines on her from like her neck are not there currently.
Okay. Interesting.
She's definitely the last one to enter. Probably is wearing a dark cloak to cover up.
Very fair.
She doesn't even greet. She's just existing.
Joseph,
get to screaming.
All right. So if I gather correctly, we walked into a tent.
Yes.
Okay. This tent hopefully has a big hole.
Oh God!
Again.
I forgot we were playing.
Chunky boy.
Not really. So, you'll probably have to hunch.
Oh my!
Or actually, wait. How tall are you?
8.
Yeah, you're gonna have to hunch, buddy.
Yep. So coming in behind this this elf is Furbolg, a big, built like a brick Furbolg.
I'm so excited.
That's a little taller than Bakari was.
Ooh.
And
you still have the same sized friend. Look.
Yeah. If anything, it's just gonna be more pain. Another reminder.
Yeah.
Okay. And I wrote down a description. So his skin is like a really dark gray, like an anchor gray, and he's got a full head of thick and wavy midnight blue hair, and the tips of his hair end in a dark violet color.
Ooh.
And he's got this these thick mutton chops around the side of his face, of the same midnight blue color. He has soft features with droopy cow-like ears, with an equally big cow-like nose. And he's got just these large and gray, almost whitish eyes.
Ask
And as for what he's wearing, gray clothing with some chainmail crudely painted black over it. And he's carrying a shield with the symbol of a deity slapped onto it.
Oh, and to add on, I would say that this elf lady is about. I never really decided on height. 6'3"? 6'3". Let's go with 6'3". So about an inch taller than Meredith if she was standing up straight.
Girah again gonna be just like craning his neck, looking up.
Why do all my new friends have to be giants?
Girah has accepted the fact that he is very short and accepts that he will be looking up approximately like 95% of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Unless
gonna
you're in
get a crick in his neck.
10B, yeah.
We only get taller with each regen.
Oh my gosh. Eventually we're gonna just like have like a freaking two like a 10-foot giant and then a fucking like 8-foot person, and then Girah's just gonna be here at like 3 feet tall, being like, "Yep, this is
So
my life
guys,
now."
My character's a Tarask.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the only way we can finish the damn session. One of us gotta be a Tarask.
Oh, buddy.
So,
Like
Zoe,
a Tarask cleric, so they can like heal and shit.
oh yeah.
Yes.
Alternately, a Tarask druid, so they can cast Goodberry and just fucking spam people with good berries. Just be like, 1 health point, 1 health point.
Ew.
But why would the Tarask want to turn into something else? They're a Tarask.
I mean, they just wouldn't use their wild shape. They'd be like, nah.
The Trask just wants to be a fluffy bunny, you guys.
I mean, sometimes
be
you
a
just
fluffy bunny.
really want to be like a dog or something.
The Trask wants to know what it feels like to be small. That's why
Yeah.
they're druid.
When you cast detect thoughts on a Trask.
It's just fucking static.
And then their stomach is rumbling. And then they move.
Then they do be moving, though.
Lordy. Alright.
So Zoe enters after them. Alright, you two. This was the goblin I was telling you about. Girah, this is... What? Would you care to introduce yourselves?
Oh god, I have to think of the accent. Joey, go first! I have to practice an accent!
You had all this time.
Oh, we're introducing. All right. Yeah.
You two had all this time.
We were busy chatting.
Oh, I've been
we
watching.
were in fact chatting. In fact, we still were chatting.
Yeah, I've been watching.
Oh no, we're in private now.
Oh dear.
Okay. How does British work?
How does
Oh,
deep work?
Just lower your fucking tone of voice.
I was about to
I
describe
can,
both,
but it's not as deep as I want.
I was about to describe both, but then remembered I don't know how I do it.
Okay, I think it's just gonna be rough for a bit. Don't mind me.
I really wish I knew how I made every voice. I
don't know how I do my voices. I just do
But
them.
like, fucking literally all of them merge into a British like type of accent,
Yeah.
or like a bad one. But it's like any accent that I try to do.
I think I can. So she just. Okay, let me try.
Hey yo!
Oh my god. Now I have the giggles. Illumia. And then she just kind of and shoves off to the back again. She really doesn't want to be here. I'm gonna change to her name right now, though.
Okay.
Okay, so her name's Illumia?
Yes.
Greetings. My name is Glenhorn.
I love him.
Glenhorn. Yes.
Glenhorn, okay. Cool.
Make sure
And he
you
goes ahead and waddles over to a corner and plops down.
Yeah.
Edgy fucks.
We are all oh my gosh, so we are all awkwardly standing in corners of the tent.
You took 3 of 4 corners.
Jesus fuck.
I like the dark.
Horn is the corner.
Keep me in my dark space.
Excellent. We are just all vibing in the corners of the tent.
Sure, I might be able to just make a bigger fucking tent. Actually.
Oh Lord.
Well, I see this is going swimmingly. I'm going to step out for a second, let you all get more properly acquainted. Just come on,
All
see
right.
me when you all are ready. Quickly shuts the tent closed, like
Ready for what? Okay.
he can read a room.
I'll give him that.
What are we getting ready for? Okay.
You guys are. He's already gone. You 3 are the only ones in there.
I'm still trying to figure the voice out.
Excellent. Okay. Girah is
So,
just going to very.
What's your name?
Who is he pointing to?
Girah.
You.
Okay. Girah is gonna very, very awkwardly just kind of be like, "Oh, I am Girah. Hello."
Pleasure to meet you.
And he sticks out his giant hand for a handshake.
Probably the size of Girah.
I guess not that big, like 8 foot tall. Not gonna have a 2 foot like big hand.
They're not, but it's still fun to
Still a
imagine.
big hand.
I still probably like a solid like 8 inches at least.
Easily.
Oh yeah. I got those Andre the Giant hands.
Yeah, I mean, Girah shakes his hand, like, probably only can wrap his hand around, like, 2 fingers of your hand, give or take. But he's trying real hard.
Yep. Well. Oh god, the voice is gonna be so fucking hard.
It's okay.
Gets easier with time.
Yeah. Just like with Meredith's.
Just
I think we need to get going. I believe we were sent on an adventure of some sort. But we need to get going. I have something to find personally. So, she'll actually just turn around and start leaving.
Oh my god, okay.
Well, I have things to look forward to too. So,
We're all just like, alright, let's head out.
yeah, let's go.
Oh my god, Girah's just gonna kind of, like, blink twice, just, like, totally freaking baffled by the situation that he's just witnessed.
This is gonna be so hard to do. This is out of my comfort zone for a character.
not only are we figuring out voices, we're figuring out personalities.
No, I know her personality. It's just hard for me to do this personality because I have a big caring heart.
Yeah. Well,
You'd think mine would be easy to figure out for me. But it's the exact opposite of every other fucking character I've played.
Is he not a himbo?
I mean, no, he could totally still be a himbo. In fact, I think he has a -1 in intelligence.
Oh, he's a total himbo.
oh god.
But he tries not to be confrontational, and he tries to solve things without violence.
That's...
Compared to everybody else I play, that's cool. Wholly fucking different.
Oh, yeah. Even to Bakari. And he's a druid.
Oh my gosh, Bakari.
Boy, this is gonna be interesting.
Alright.
Finally,
Well, as
Yeah.
you all walk out, Zoe's waiting.
Polo.
Yeah, Zoe's waiting, and as the others step out, Zoe kind of kneels next to you, Girah. They're not talkative. I trust that was okay.
Girah's just gonna kind of like blink twice and be like, I mean, they did not seem utterly repulsed by the sight of me, so I have definitely had worse first interactions.
That is true.
Oh no, you're lovely.
Zoe kind of looks up, looks back at Girah, looks up, looks
As it
back at Girah.
Is it dark or dim? Where outside of the tent we're standing?
It's reasonably dim. Like, there's a lot of coverage from the trees. There's not a ton of sunlight getting through.
Okay, cool. Then, what's it called? I'm just I'm floating like an inch off the ground.
Okay.
Illumia doesn't even look bothered by it.
None of you will hear my footsteps
Oh no.
as long as it's dark.
It's kind of a thing he does sometimes.
He just does that.
Well, he sort of stands up with a clap. I suppose we should be discussing where you all are going to be going. Because this is more for my sanity rather than yours. The goblin just got out of healing, and you two are... So,
I was trying to think of what to say. Also, Joey, update your name. So we don't
Oh yeah. My bad.
I'm just searching for something that I will desperately need.
What is it that you're searching for, if you don't mind my asking?
A crystal.
You kind of looks at you and is like, newfound friend, how big is this crystal that you are searching for?
She just kind of looks down at Girah and just roughly makes the size of like if you took like a soda can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about a 6-inch crystal.
Not like the giant fucking crystals.
No,
that we were
definitely not.
Yeah.
Small.
Okay.
That's fine. We'll just go chip a piece out of the other ones.
I suppose you're talking about one of those power crystals?
Yes, I am.
Well, I'm not sure exactly where you would find one, but my best guess would probably be in Elseren. That's where the High Elves live, and they're the descendants of the Foreclaimers.
She just rolls her eyes at that comment. And especially the mention of the High Elf and them being the descendants of the Foreclaimers. Alright.
Gives a little bit of a look. Yes.
He's just so confused, like, who is this bitch?
And you, Mr. Horn.
Mr. Horn! He's about to be Mr. Horn in a whole different
What was
way.
it that you were looking for?
I do not mean to be a downer, but, the world's ending, and I'm looking for a way to stop it.
Not a downer, right.
Rather, it's gonna end, and I don't want that to happen.
Well, on a lighter note, you two would...
Jesus fucking hell.
Well,
You just like, it's like fucking bewildered. It's like what the fuck?
Who are these people? Mom, pick me up, I'm scared.
well, I'm going to be frank. You two were hired to accompany our goblin friend here, who's trying to find her memory of what happened to her, or him.
We can do that on the way. And our servants just along the way, I'm sure.
Opposite direction. However,
I knew that.
I suppose it shouldn't take too long, so maybe you guys will like each other by then? I don't know. This might
Oh, I already like everyone now.
have been a bad idea. This might have been a bad idea.
No.
In hindsight.
There are no accidents. Ernest guides me.
Shut the fuck up, boy.
Illumia
I
just
have faith
again.
that Ernest has placed me on the right path.
Fair enough. Would you guys prefer a cart or would you like individual horses? There's
Either one.
no way in hell we're letting you leave without proper transportation.
Cart, preferably. Unless you have a really big horse.
That's a good point.
I mean,
Very
we could probably
Yes.
find one. But
We'll need a cot for the big one.
cart, understood. I'll be here. I'll be gone for a second, getting you your cart. Have fun talking to the treant. Sort of skitters off.
Oh, it's Treant coming.
He's just kind of standing there looking at you guys, sort of gauging what he thinks you three are going to work like together.
How tall is he up in the air? Where's his face?
His face is about... I said he was 40, so maybe about 35. 30 at the lowest. 30, 35.
I'll float up to his face.
Fancy that.
Yeah, my name is Glenhorn. Nice to meet you.
We have two deep voice dudes with slow talking.
My name is Cordia. Pleasure to meet you.
This is like the scene.
Nice to make your acquaintance.
Yeah.
Likewise.
Are you familiar with Ernest?
That I am. Almost as old as Terrace itself.
Well, fancy that. I bet you got plenty of stories to tell.
Well, yeah.
How about while we're waiting, let's swap some tales.
Oh my god.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's watch some tales.
Swap.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I'm like, how the fuck are you gonna watch the tales? Are you gonna like watch the tales of the like boxes and shit?
Flashbacks.
Minor illusion.
Oh, no. Each time it got longer and longer.
You guys get about halfway through the first story when Zoe returns with a cart. It's a cart with two horses.
Ooh. Illumia's just kind of mindlessly like poking where her abdomen would be, just kind of protecting it.
What about you, Girah? You doing anything?
Like, oh, I got this mic, I swear. You're just kind of like watching this interaction between Glenhorn and the Treant, and kind of like back and forth, and being like, what the actual fuck? And he's kind of like that's like the look on his face, and he's just kind of like petting Apple, and he's looking every once in a while over to Illumia and like seeing what she's doing, and she's just like poking her abdomen, and Gator just doesn't know what to do with the situation. he kind of looks like that one meme when the guy walks in with carrying pizzas and the apartment's on fire. That's Gator's just kind of general facial expression.
Girah, not Girah, Glenhorn looks down and over at Girah, and then he as I'm still trying to keep up a conversation with Cordia.
Keep up the conversation.
Go down.
Say, Girah, would you like to hop on up over there and join our little talk?
You see Girah like kind of noticeably get a little bit paler, and he's like, I am good on the grounds, thank you though.
All right.
And this whole time, like his eyes kind of like half open, with just like a big old grin on his face.
Oh my god. He's totally gonna like the weed.
And he goes back up and continues the conversation.
Yeah. You get halfway through the first story when Zoe comes back with a 2-horse cart. It's a bit of a bigger one. He's accounting for the big-ass furbolg. It's gonna be sitting in it.
Well, that's a shame. It looks like our time to go has come.
Indeed. Feel free to return whenever.
Of course, my home is nearby. I can find you in a jiffy.
Fancy that.
They sound so fucking sad inside.
Alright, take care.
When the cart with the horses, like, once Girah notices the cart with the horses, he basically, like, just kind of, like, walks at a slightly faster speed than, like, normal. Just over to the horses, like, we're gonna go bond with the horses. That's what we're gonna do right now. Horses are good. Horses are constant. Horses are less confusing than people.
Very fair. As you do, Zoe kind of hops out of the cart. Alright, everyone. Well, the cart is here. Feel free to take any provisions you might need. We don't exactly have much in terms of long-lasting food, but if there's something you want to take on the road, maybe for the day, feel welcome.
I actually have to see what she all has.
And yeah.
Much obliged.
Yes, indeed. Girah, he sort of goes over to Girah, kneels next to him. I'm not sure what lies for you in the road ahead, but when the time comes, feel free to return, and I'll have something for you.
Ooh.
But, good luck. Try not to get hurt, all of you. Please. And, I'll hopefully run into you all again.
Girah looks Zoe dead in the eye and says, I make no promises, friend Zoe. I am known to get hurt.
He gives, like, one of those concerned kind of half smiles, like, I know, but please, and then, like, gives you a tight hug. With a little pat on the back.
Yeah, I mean, Girah hugs back, but he's just like, totally that look on the face of just like, this situation is totally out of my control, but I'm still smiling.
Yeah, and he sort of gives a nod like, I know. Just give you a quick little pat on the head, then run off to his sister, where they're doing something.
They're doing something.
The looming shadow of Glenhorn envelops Girah as he floats over.
Jesus Christ.
I've been picturing Glenhorn, the freaking Fearbolg coming down on like a T-pose.
Floating down, arms extended, body straight, T-posing, asserting his dominance over the goblin.
That's it. That's all.
Well, nowhere near as totally as you may think. Kind of looks like the shadows are carrying me.
Glenhorn is Girah's stand.
Oh, don't you worry, Girah. I'll keep you nice and fit in tip-top shape.
Turned into a little bit of Gar right there.
What word you said in between and top shape?
There was
I was
long drag.
thinking fit,
Okay.
but I felt the other words fit a little more.
Oh, that's right. I forgot which cleric he was for a second. I was like, why is there shadow? Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, all right, kiddies. Time to hit the road.
Illumia just looks over you when you say kitties. She just turns back around, minds her own fucking business for now.
It's what my dad would say to me.
Dawson. Concerning encounters with an unknown elf species.
How old is Glenhorn?
How old is he? Yeah.
I don't know, like 23.
Oh yeah.
By Furlong standards, he's not even an adult yet.
He's baby.
Yeah. Yeah, he's Babby.
But he looks like.
Okay, and Illumia looks like she's in her, like, middle-aged.
Yes, but
Or
there's
she's,
a
like,
reason.
fucking 400 years old.
Roughly.
Okay.
Roughly. There's a reason she looks like that, though.
That's fair. And
Concerning.
suspicious, but
Are we going to get going, or are we just going to sit around?
Do I flick the reins?
Yes.
Okay. Flick.
The horses start moving very slowly.
this is very, very important. Girah has not gotten on the car yet. He's still, like, petting the horses.
Oh.
It's a good thing it's moving slow.
Yeah, I mean the cart's moving like they're just kind of like they're barely moving at all. So it's not going to be hard to get on.
Oh yeah, we're picking up speed now.
Oh, God.
There's an old lady that's walking by faster than the cart right now.
Illumina's just staring the old lady down.
She kind of looks at you, gives a wave, and then continues on, still outpacing the horses.
Girah's gonna wave back and look at Glyhorn and be like, "Newfound friend, do you want me to steer the horses?"
No worries. I got it under control.
Little goblin, please get into the cart. Illumina's just gonna kind of walk over.
Girah climbs into the cart.
I forgot I can talk to animals.
You can!
Hey guys.
Oh
I hope we have a pleasant trip together. And thank you for providing your assistance to us. Flick.
Oh my God.
You're saying that to the horses, right?
Yeah.
One of them looks back at you. You're aware this isn't as fast as we can go, right?
Oh no, they can't respond to me. I can just talk to them.
Oh, okay.
You just won't understand them.
Yeah, one just looks at you.
I can't understand responses.
One just looks at you.
Ah, yes, horse noise.
Goes back to moving about as slow as before, and they didn't go faster.
Flick.
There.
Illumia takes the reins.
Uh-huh.
Firm flick.
They start moving.
Oh, so that's how that works.
She'll hand it back to Glenhorn. Take a book out.
Uh-huh.
What?
That's right, I'm here
You'll
now.
take a book out. Okay.
I'm taking a book out.
So, it takes a little bit of time. What?
Girah is just petting Apple and just, like, looking very confused. Just, like, the general situation he has found himself in.
Very fair.
Apple is cuddling into you, seemingly unaffected by the events going on currently.
Normal day for Apple.
Very, very simply enjoying Girah's company.
Freaking fair enough. Alright.
So,
At some point during the trip, I'll put up my hair into like a loose ponytail.
yeah, you got plenty of time for doing that.
Yeah.
Doesn't take long. Takes you maybe fucking good 10-15 minutes to get out of the woods and back onto the main roads. As you do, you come next to a structure. It appears that there was something there once before, however, it has since been demolished and replaced with a sort of citadel-esque stronghold-looking building. And all across its sides are the flags of the Drazar people. That same old green with the silver leaf that you are used to seeing.
That's intimidating.
Illumia sees it out of the corner of her eyes, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, easily.
She just... I don't know how to describe it. It's like a look of distaste. And then she goes back into her book. I've decided what her study is.
The road goes ever on and on.
Ooh, new map, new map, new map.
New map.
New map!
Ooh.
Not
Whoa.
much changed,
What
but
Not much. Bro, Pran's gone.
What does that say? Redwood Fen?
Redwood Fort.
Oh, Fort.
Not
Redwood
much
Fort.
has changed. As literally Pran disappears.
As literally an entire fucking city is gone.
Rip the halfling, homie.
to be fair, it wasn't much of a city. It was more of like a... It was kind of like an embassy area. There wasn't much to it. However, it has since been demolished and replaced with a new stronghold.
Damn, the elves got busy.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Fascinating.
Some fast work happened.
Clearly,
Yeah.
and I'm happy to see the hill hasn't moved.
Oh yeah, I forgot to delete that.
Oh!
Oh well.
Oh! As far as
Wait, what? No, I'm sorry, what?
moving on.
You'll see as it happens.
No, what were the words that you said?
I said I forgot to delete the hill.
What were the words that Emma said?
I see the hill still there.
Okay, that makes so much more sense. Okay. Whoa.
I'm guessing
That's
you.
What I said.
I'm guessing you heard something else.
Nah, you know,
I
just
think I might have
what?
said something
Jess
else.
never hears things wrong. How dare? Yeah, like mega wrong. I was like, what the fuck?
So you guys are back on the main road. Which way are you headed?
Presumably, we've been giving the heading to Inalsurin for Illumia. So, we will be heading north.
Wait, I thought we were going to Ascot.
Are we?
I
That
thought
was
that was
what
the-
that was what Illumia and Glenhorn were assigned to helping the little goblin find what happened to her friends.
Well, it's on the way.
It's
It
not
is on
on the
the
way.
exact opposite direction.
There's two different paths there.
Yeah, and the one towards Inalsarin is the exact opposite direction.
I'm
Well, there's one that
going
heads,
this
north,
way.
and then it goes to Ascot, and then it
Which way is
north.
Glenhorn headed since he's on the reins?
Glenn's
Yeah.
horns headed towards Yothit's tower.
Alright.
That's the way.
Like up on that road.
That's what I was saying. That's the way we going.
Are you
Definitely-
sure
I
about
definitely
that?
understood it, Emma, that you meant we were going
Yeah.
on the eastern.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Sorry.
exact opposite fucking
Yeah.
direction. That's
Yeah.
why
Yeah, we thought you meant the eastern path going north, not the western path.
Yeah. We were just like, what are you
No,
talking
that
about?
is the complete opposite direction. What are you talking about on the
My
way?
apologies. I'm like, no, it's not. It's Ascot's right there.
Wrong road, wrong road.
Sorry.
Excellent, excellent.
My dad's been
Illumia.
interrupting in the middle, so it's like brain not working.
You know, Illumia, I think that's the other direction.
No, it's this way. She points in the direction it's turning anyways. To be fair, she may not even know there's a town there.
In all fairness, the directions that Illumia got, it's the opposite direction that you're going.
Oh my god, what's with this and Illumia just going the wrong direction now?
I guess Illumia's just bad with directions because the heading she would have been given
I'm
would be the
pants at
eastern path.
directions.
Wow. The grasslands are a lot prettier when you're out of the forest.
As you immediately go back into forest.
Like, are we
Yeah, you're barely on the edge, and as you get closer to the tower, you're just back in the forest.
And they're gone.
Gita's just gonna kind of give like a very confused look at Glenhorn and be like, "Newfound friend, that was not the grasslands or the plains. We will get to those soon. That
Oh,
was
they
more of
were?
like a big clearing."
They were.
Wow. I'm looking forward to it even more.
You can tell he's never left the woods.
So Illumia's pants with directions. Just like, Champion Leon.
Apparently.
It's a British person thing, apparently. We have
If I take-
Glenn, who's never seen anything else.
Mr. Frodo, if I take one more step, I'll be the farthest away from the Shire I've ever been.
Don't fucking remind me of that YouTube video. Every step
Says
he
it for
takes.
every step. The movie's like 50 hours long for the first movie.
I think it was 9 hours.
It was the great first hour of the movie with nothing wrong, though. So I enjoyed that hour.
Fair enough.
That's true. Until you get to the part where you take that first step.
Until you get to the stupid ass fucking part. Alright. It takes about maybe like 4 or 5 days, to be honest. It's pretty far.
Oh,
Um,
Jesus.
However, you make it
tower
with no
that far?
problems. Well, yeah, from Redwood Flirt to the tower.
Oh,
Wow.
gotcha. It's not up to speed. It's not to perfect scale. Got you.
Here's hoping
Well, I
none
mean,
of
yeah,
those
'cause, like-
weird lizards come out of the grass.
It's more like 4 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what about something coming out of the grass?
The weird lizards.
The what?
Kind of tilts his head and is like,
Even Illumia looks visibly confused.
"No, friend, what are you talking about?"
I mean,
Well,
confusion's a
in
powerful-
my neck of the woods, there were these big old lizards that were stomping around every once in a while.
It's just a Charmander.
We let them be, and they let us be. No worries.
Glenhorn. Friend Glenhorn, were they approximately my size and scaly?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Friend Glenhorn, those, I think, were kobolds.
Oh no, they wouldn't talk.
I don't know how to respond.
I don't either.
Anyway, let's keep going.
You're so confused.
You all continue on with no issues whatsoever.
Not risking
Nothing.
those random encounters.
Do we
No,
see
it's
the
more
axe?
of you. I'm giving you guys a little bit of a break.
Oh, fair enough.
This is a very important question. Do we see the axe beaks?
Roll of perception.
Okay.
Hello,
Excellent.
grass. You having a good day?
Oh, actually, that's not bad. My perception's +5. That's a 15.
You can see him off in the brush. They're not close at all, but
Okay.
yeah, you see him running through at one point.
Okay.
Hey, Ethan, random suggestion. Can you put the map up for stream? Because
I can fucking try.
yeah, do your best because I think they may want to see where we're going because we have a map, they don't.
Reasonable.
An effort will be made.
An effort will be made. Let me see if I
Thank
can
you.
just add something right quick.
Yeah.
I think it's the right file.
Man, this voice is much less stressful to use.
Then Bakari's or
Oh yeah.
yeah, his voice is a little strenuous. But to be fair, Lumia's voice is a lot easier than Meredith's.
That's fair.
Oh shit, I gotta better quick. That.
I noticed.
Oh, Lumia's class.
Artificer.
Oh, fascinating. Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
She's
Fix
currently
that map
actually
right
in
quick.
her armor. It just looks like normal clothes. Okay. They say that he sees a map. He sees
Yeah,
a
I
map.
put a map on. I'm just trying to scale it right quick.
Yep.
Oh, somebody's here. Nice to
Yeah.
meet you.
If you check the other chat, you'll know who it is, Joey.
It's Brandon.
It's Brandon.
Oh, hi, Brandon.
Hi, Brandon. You don't know who
This
Brandon
is
is, Jess. No
real
worries.
nice.
Yeah,
Just about
okay.
to say, I'm like, I
Map should
know
be up there now.
approximately 7 Brandons, and I'm guessing that none of them are the one we
None
are
of
referring to.
Absolutely none of them. It's California Brandon.
Someone from a
Jazzy.
different D&D group.
I'm shook.
Yeah.
Shook us.
Shook it to my core.
Anyways, now they have map, so they can
Yep.
see.
So, about 4 days pass, and you find your way to the southern tower. It's about as decrepit as ever. There's a little bit of a light rain in the morning in which you reach it. You can still see the same group of shivering, kind of like huddling up groups of people within the tower, as well as the same old entrance.
This place looks, worrisome.
It does have a very eerie aura about it. In fact, you can even see the horses go a little bit on edge as you're traveling through this part. Is there anything you would like to do?
How is Apple reacting?
Apple used to live here, so Apple's not too particularly concerned.
You were right.
Yeah,
This is where you found Apple, so
yeah. I figured that much. I was just Apple's just like whatever. Apple's vibing.
yeah, Apple doesn't give a shit. If anything,
doesn't
Apple
give a-
might be like demanding attention.
No, Brandon. Apple is not tasty. Apple is a pseudo dragon.
Sort of like shoves her head into your hand, like squeaks at you.
I mean, fair enough.
A little attention whore.
Oh.
I'm wondering if Girah would want to go into the tower and see if he could find Meredith.
Does he?
Don't know. He's been asleep for 3 weeks. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Oh, bye, Joey.
Oh, Joey died.
Oh, Joey died.
Joey's back.
Hi, Joey.
I am fixed.
Uh,
Now is the chance if you would like to.
yeah.
Now would be the chance.
Now would be the chance. Okay, yeah, no, since we're by here, I think Girah's gonna be like, newfound friends. One of my friends is here, supposedly. I was wondering if I could really quick go in and see if I can find her and ask her kind of what exactly the fuck happened.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Do you want us to go in there with you, or?
I believe I will be okay. You do not have to come if you do not want to.
All right.
I understand that this place may put some on edge.
The horses are visibly more on edge.
I have a question. How would Illumia react to seeing a particular tower?
This tower?
This tower.
No real direct connection to her, so
Wait.
she probably wouldn't care.
Yeah, she doesn't care.
She might be interested in the amount of people there and the supposed creepiness of it, and the fact that there's a friend of this weird little goblin's in there, but other than that, not really.
Yeah, she'll just kind of shrug and just, let Girah go in.
Cool.
Alright.
Yeah, Girah kind of nods and takes off with his now 40-foot movement speed.
Oh,
yeah. Girah neumes through, as he do.
I wasn't expecting to bring the Meredith boys back again.
Sorry.
It's all good.
This gobble needs answers.
Gobble needs answers.
Well,
I'm not ready.
You make your way through the tower, no issue. There's noticeably more deer folk that are in the tower you've noticed, however, none of them appear to be Meredith.
Well, considering there was no deer folk when we were there last time, any number above 0 is considerably more.
There's a pretty big amount.
That's concerning. Okay.
Don't worry about it.
I'm constantly worried about everything.
Would you like to ask around? Would you like to go straight to Yotid? Would you?
I think Girah's first instinct would be to go straight to Yotid because he does not want to disturb any of the workers. So clearly disturbing the dragon is a much better idea in Girah's mind.
Yes, disturbing the greater threat. That is the safe option.
Yeah. You can die quicker.
No one ever said Girah was a smart little goblin.
I don't know, I think that's pretty smart.
I mean, in all fairness, Meredith is the one that decided to live with the dragon, so...
Yeah, Meredith is gutsy.
You neume your way into Yothid's room. You stand in there for a second. Pure silence with the same large crystal in the center of the room. And then, as before, the door quickly shuts. And after a few seconds, the large, ancient face of your green friend peeks through. Girah. It has been a while, little one.
Mike. Oh my god, this mic. Okay.
It's all good.
Girah just kind of is like, hello, friend Yothid. Do you know where Meredith is? Questions, and I am very confused and very concerned and honestly kind of worried and scared. I don't know. I'm feeling a lot of emotions right now.
All this time without a visit. And you visit only for your friend.
I have been unconscious. I have been unconscious.
You can kind of glean that he's being a bit sarcastic.
Girah probably doesn't really pick up on it. He's just very kind of scatterbrained.
Oh, Yothid has picked up on Meredith a little bit. Look at that.
A little bit. You see his large hand emerge from the shadows, and as it lifts, you see Meredith.
Girah! And she'll just run over. Like an old lady.
Like an old lady, dude.
Like an old lady. And she's gonna, hug the little gobble so tight.
Oh dear. happened?
Your mic died a couple
I
times there.
know. I hate it. I hate it so much. Oh my gosh. Meredith, what happened?
She's just hugging you really tight right now. And she just pulls back and just looks at you with really sad eyes. Yeah, Joe, you could be good over there.
Rip Joe.
Screw Joey. I'm so happy to see you're okay, dear. So much has happened. You notice, actually, can you notice? Maybe. I don't know. Meredith's wearing it, so, there is a pendant that seems to be made of elements similar to Bakari's druidic focus.
Hmm.
Should probably notice.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Especially
I
if
hate it.
Meredith is wearing it out in the open.
Thanks, I hate it. She is. She totally is.
Then yeah.
You were sick, and I decided to retire. Adventuring isn't what it used to be. And the Dresar were getting a little handsy with everywhere, and quite frankly, I didn't like it. So I brought my family. We decided to bring my family here to live with Yothid. She kind of stops as she starts to kind of recount the tale, and she just looks even sadder. And she just kind of has her arms out, held to Girah, for Girah to come and hug again.
Oh, yeah. Girah goes and hugs again, looking more and more concerned, but like as she says more words.
She kind of I guess cradles Girah, because Girah is 2 feet.
Yeah, 2'9".
Yeah, that's kind of still baby sized. And so just kind of puts the pendant made of a druidic focus kind of on Girah. Not taking it off, just laying it on Girah basically.
Hmm.
On the way here, there was a T-Rex. We tried our best to fend it off. Protect the family and ourselves. And you. You were still very sick. Bakari did not make it. She looks very sad. And I'm sparing you a lot of details.
That's a 6.
Oh no!
Lots of details. Lots of details.
Cool. Girah is crying again. Girah just got sad boy hours 24/7.
Meredith just hugs Ira tightly to comfort him.
And you just kind of hear Girah kind of muttering I should have been there. I should have been able to do something. He's
Girah.
dead because of me.
No, Girah. It's not your fault. You were sick with something that we couldn't heal you of. I'm sure even Bakari would understand.
Okay. Me, Jess, is just a little confused on the timeline.
I mean, yeah, I can summarize it really quickly because we also have a viewer who is confused. So
I'm just wondering, from the point where we ended 2 sessions ago, and before Girah got poisoned or whatever, did Girah have a chance to see Bakari?
I think
No.
Kind of.
You were sick, so you were in and out of consciousness.
Yeah. By the time Bakari came back, you were already passing out.
Excellent.
You saw me when we were talking to the governor.
Yeah, the
Right.
governor. Because I think.
But then you
Bakari-
tanked right after that.
Yeah, it was immediately after.
Okay. So
So you saw me for like
almost
10 minutes, and then I died.
okay. Almost certainly not enough time for Girah to like actually be like, "Friend Bakari, where did you go? Are you okay? What's going on?"
Yeah, no,
Type
not
of
at all.
Yeah.
Cool. Girah is sobbing and is like, he died. He thought we hated him. He thought we left him. Oh my god.
I'm aware that's how he felt. I've been sending prayers up daily to let him know how much we loved him. Hoping they'll reach him.
Girah's crying so hard.
Oh, we're sad boy hours now, boys.
Sad boy hours 24/7.
Because I
And yeah,
imagine.
if you were to read my journal, it would have detailed all the events going from right before I left my home and my feelings of all the events leading up to the boat. And it was just, hey, I almost died today. Made a bad deal with a death god. My family hates me. Everyone I know hates me. All right, I'm crossing the ocean.
I
This
see
place
y'all
is
later.
weird.
This place is fucking weird.
I met these two people. They're nice. Oh shit, these two people don't like me either.
Oh. Yeah, Meredith will definitely be sending up some prayers to wherever the afterlife is to let him know. Let him know. Granny at least loves him.
Hey. Damn it.
Distressed
And you know,
chest noises ensue.
we mentioned that it was a lot like how River died too, because ironically, that day was probably the best day Bakari had
Yeah, it
for
was.
a long time.
Because Meredith's grandkids thought he was the coolest shit ever.
Yep, he met the family. He played with the grandkids.
He was on the high
It seemed
road.
like people were
The
going. It was on the
actual.
up and up.
Yeah, it was a bit of a river moment.
Hey guys. Hey guys.
Hey,
What the actual fuck?
I
He
think it's
was-
just a thing of Ethan's campaigns.
He was on the up and up again until I got a random encounter while Bakari was on watch, rolled the D100, it was a 100. I didn't even realize T-Rex was an option on the fucking chart.
Oh yeah, it's an option.
Yeah,
got a T-Rex.
that's what was selected, and
it like I saw it, and it saw me, which is the only reason it didn't eat anybody else first.
Yep.
yeah, he gave the threat that if you attack, you're gonna die, and the T-Rex pretty much went, I bet.
Yeah, and so I immediately went in the mouth, and then I tried shapeshifting into other forms, but it just kept dealing enough damage to break it, and then it like dealt just enough to knock me into my death saving throws,
And then
and then the next fight killed me.
Yeah, and then from there it was being like constricted by a giant snake from Meredith's nest staff. So it was like,
I finally learned how
if
to
I'm
play
going down,
around.
I'm taking this fucker with me, and it finished Bakari off.
Thanks, I hate it.
Yeah.
The fuck, guys. I was gone for 1 week.
And it was also a roll that decided if the Rex was going to try and finish Bakari or attack the snake that was constricting it.
It decided Bakari.
It rolled Bakari.
So
Much
now
like
if you're traveling on the
Bakari's
road,
luck.
you might see a T-Rex corpse decomposed with some flowers growing around it, because Meredith threw some flowers around
I was
it.
going to describe it when they got to Ascot. God damn it.
You'll get to describe it! Let us have our sad moment. Maybe I want to reveal that.
Ironically, Bakari went out much the way the dice decided the rest of the fucking game.
Yeah.
That he was around. Horrible luck.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Never fucking missing a session again.
Miss a session if you fucking
if it comes to health, yes, miss a session.
miss a session if it comes to health.
Never fucking again.
We will force you. We will not play.
Looking great.
But Meredith will take the pendant of the druidic focus of Bakari off and hand it to Girah, so Girah can have a little memoir of Bakari at least. How does Girah react?
Oh god. 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 Okay, so you like take it off and like have it extended in your palm to like give to him, right?
Yes.
Okay, Gita closes your hand around it. And he looks at you dead in the eye and is like,
Take it.
No, I think you should keep it.
No. Meredith is very insistent.
Gita's also insistent that he
Wonderful.
should not have this thing. I need to send Ethan that note. Yeah. That's the thing. I need to write that down so I get to do that.
Meredith is still holding it out to Girah. That has not changed.
Cool. Gita's still just kind of closed Meredith's hand and says, "It is better if you keep this. I have my memories of him, and that is enough for me."
My dear, I'm getting old in age. I won't be needing it eventually. I believe it is best for you, someone who can pass on his legacy. For I am now constricted to this tower. It was part of the deal, but she doesn't seem to mind that fact. Bakari didn't have a chance to tell many stories. Least you could do is continue on his legacy by telling of the goblin, the ghoul, the ghoul globber. The ghoul gobbler.
The ghoul globber.
Did I miss something?
No, it's just a reference.
It's a reference to Bakari eating all those fucking ghouls as a frog.
Oh
As
my
a giant
god!
frog.
The ghoul gobbler.
Oh my god! I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could. It's in my notes forever.
It is.
Hey, if this guy dies, I'm just gonna play a frog.
No.
Thought Giant Toad was bad. Not that Toad Man.
Froge, but evolved.
Has that convinced Girah to take it?
No, it super has not.
Great. So Meredith is just gonna put it on him before hurrying back to Yothi. Like, pick me up.
No.
Take me now.
Make a contested dexterity check.
Oh damn! I have to pull Meredith up now. One moment.
Watch them rip it in the struggle.
Both of you with sleight of hand.
Okay, sleight of hand. Cool.
Well, knowing her initiative being +0.
Probably have a good guess.
18.
Oh, no. 21.
As Meredith attempts to put the necklace on, Girah immediately puts his hands up and stops her.
And Girah looks directly into Meredith's eyes. You can see tears falling down his face. And he says, "Friend Meredith, I have had mementos from others that I have lost, and they brought me only sadness. I cannot take this one with me."
Meredith looks very defeated, very sad, but she understands. She just kind of puts it back around her neck.
Girah's gonna hug Meredith.
Meredith's gonna hug back. One big old tight hug. The one time I rolled good for Meredith.
just a family heirloom now.
It's a family heirloom. I mean, yeah, her kids are allowed to go out and find significant others, so yes. How's Yothi doing? Is he vibing?
Oh my god, this
It's
mic.
actually about to say. Oh,
Okay. I was actually just about to ask, yeah, is Yothi, like, close? Can we see Yothi?
yeah, no, he's still there. He's watching you both. He seems interested in this interaction.
Cool, 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 cool.
Doesn't understand grief until Meredith will die.
You're not there yet.
Not yet. But 88's
Soon.
pretty damn old.
Soon.
I meant more getting through to Yothi.
Oh, I mean, she's rubbed off a little bit already. That much is clear.
He's retained as much as sarcasm.
It's a
Yes.
beginning. It's a beginning.
3 weeks of progress.
After what feels like a mere second of embrace, though in reality it was probably a few minutes, you feel a breeze as well as the sort of motion of a large hand being waved over you, Gita. Then Meredith has seemingly vanished. And now it is just you with the large dragon who is staring at you.
Where? Oh!
What?
This mic is going to kill me. Jesus Christ.
Fair enough. Get him back and load Illumia back up again.
Okay. Gita's gonna look at Yothid, and I'm gonna roll a dice to see whether or not he actually asks. Oh, yeah, excellent. Friend Yothid, can I hug you?
Oh.
Roll persuasion.
Okay.
The wrath
not
of an
bad.
old lady is staring at him.
That,
From
that's
some.
not terrible, considering Girah's persuasion is -1. That's a 16.
Ooh, that's not bad.
I am not one for physical contact.
Not yet.
That does not entail battle. Perhaps in time.
Gira kind of gives like a very understanding nod and says, okay. Thanks anyway.
Anything else I may assist in?
Kind of. Oh my god, this mic. Gira just kind of thinks for like a couple seconds and is like, I do not think so, no.
Let me check for something real quick. Let me find. Yeah, no, he definitely does. So, Yothid's head, he begins to start to retreat back into the darkness, but then he hesitates. He sniffs the air a few times, then leans in very close to you, Girah. You feel the almost noxious gas that comes out of his lungs with each breath as he's sniffing you. Now that is a scent I have not smelled in an age.
Girah's confused. Like, I mean, I smell the same, don't I?
Okay.
Yes.
Put on me.
It tilts it. Yeah,
You're
Garrett's just tilting his head. Like, what?
With whom do you now associate, little goblin?
Oh, this mic.
The mic was saying no.
The mic was saying no. The mic was saying no more interactions. How dare. Did Apple come with you into...
Apple's with you.
Oh, okay.
But it's not the first time Apple's been with you in here.
Okay. Yes, it has.
Oh, it might have been.
Yeah, it might have been.
Yeah, might be. Yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah, no, actually it is.
Yeah.
Because last time it was just Meredith that went in. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there is a very large... I think he is a Fearbolg. His name is Glenhorn. He is nice. And then there is an elf of some sort. I do not really know what type of elf. Is Illumia a dark elf?
That is to be revealed.
Interesting. Do tell me more of these new friends on your next visit. And with that, he slowly slithers back into the darkness.
Gonna go hang out with Meredith.
And then the door opens.
Oh, this might swear on anything holy. Gina just kind of like a little bit confusion, and then just kind of nods and is like, "Okay, goodbye, friend Yothid. I will see you at some point if I do not die." And then with that, he leaves.
You go back up. Illumia and Glenhorn, you were waiting out there for maybe 15, 20 minutes. Since Girah's Newman now.
Yeah.
Nothing seems to come at you. It's quiet. It's not quiet like how it was in Entwood. It's almost like a dead silence. It's very uncomfortable silence. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Illumia,
Hmm?
you want some chocolate?
No, thank you. I'll pass.
Alright.
I get down and I pick a leaf off of a tree. And I wave my hands over it, and then I eat it.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, I love dark chocolate.
That's his character personality trait. I like
just a
dark
fucking
chocolate.
leaf.
It is just a leaf, but it tastes like dark chocolate.
As you do.
As you do. Does not have same nutrition as dark chocolate, but it sure is dark chocolate.
Maybe not. It's the random fucking leaf of the tree.
I'm so lost. I'm so lost.
Don't worry about it.
Basically, the Fearbold can make leaves taste like chocolate.
All right, I guess. Interesting.
That's
Like carrots or apples?
apples?
Do you guys prefer carrots or apples?
Either works.
Oh, do you want one too?
No.
I was talking to the horses.
Never mind.
The horses look back.
Alright, you want some?
They shake their heads.
Okay.
You can glean that they were probably well fed before going on the journey. And even so, they've probably been like grazing while you guys sleep. So they're reasonably full.
If anybody wants anything to taste like anything else, just let me know. I got you covered.
And it's at about this point that Girah comes out.
Oh, hey, Girah, how'd it go?
Girah's just wet with tears.
Yeah, I mean, Gita's face is definitely wet with tears. His eyes are definitely a little red from crying. And he's like, it was informative.
That with summer.
Whatever happened must have been a real shame. I'm sorry to hear that, Girah.
He's becoming country very slowly.
They're slowly encroaching on the
What?
country.
What's
Howdy,
country?
I'm a cowboy.
I wanna go home. Home.
He
Oh
would.
my god.
He would love SpongeBob.
I wanna wake up in Texas. I miss those wide open skies.
What the fuck?
What's Texas?
I don't know.
Um,
It's just a little ditty I came up with.
All of us are.
I'm totally it's fine.
I feel like Nicole would be fucking dying if she were listening to this.
Yeah, she
She
would.
definitely would. Fascinating. Okay, yeah. Gita's just gonna kind of like blink a couple times and then get back in the cart and be like, I am sorry to keep you waiting. We can carry
It's all
on now.
right. I'm in no rush.
Well,
Lumia does not have a response to it.
Alright, guys. Flick.
they
Did
start
horses
moving. They start moving really slowly.
Lumia just leans over and
wait,
does
hold on. I'm gonna put a little more elbow grease into it this time. Flick.
Foot. It's a higher toned flick.
They start moving
I
normally.
do give it more effort.
They start. I'm doing it based off of how you say it.
Okay.
So yeah, no, they start moving at about normal pace. They got a nice
Next
little
time we see
trot
a
going.
T-Rex.
Flick. You slow down.
Flick!
God.
Flick, 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 flick. Well,
Oh, the music finished.
I did. So where are you guys headed?
To Ascot, I think.
Alright, is there anything anyone would like to do?
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, Girah.
Oh,
What's your favorite food?
oh my god. Okay. This mic. I'm actually gonna have a fucking aneurysm with this mic.
That's amazing.
Gita just kind of looks at you and is like, I do not have a preference. As long as it is not poisoned.
Alright, you got a hankering for anything?
Not really.
Okay.
It's dejected.
Well, on
Anyway.
the first day of travel, there is nothing that appears to make its way at you at all. On the second day, once again, there's nothing. However, after a a certain point, you do manage to find your way. You're in the plains now.
Hey.
And
Oh, wow. You were right, Girah.
you guys come across a skeleton off the side of the road to the left, not too far from the main road itself.
Ooh.
It's mostly decomposed, however, it's obvious to tell from its size it was a decently large Tyrannosaurus Rex at one point.
Nope. Gita's climbing in the back of the cart.
Next to it is a group of flowers that have apparently been grown there specifically. And in the inside of the midsection, there's another skeleton. It is very large, almost exaggerated features. Looks like a troll skeleton.
Nope. Gita's in the back of the cart. Gita's crying in the back of the cart and ignoring the giant bones.
Would you look at that? He's almost as big as me.
That doesn't help.
Nope.
He doesn't know what's wrong.
I know.
Nope.
I'm saying out of character. It doesn't help.
Nope. Fly,
Girah.
crying. Nope.
Oh, no. Here, Lumia, take the reins.
She'll take the reins.
You see what was just described.
Yep.
And I'll lumber my way to the back of the cart.
What do you do?
Just stare at you.
I'm just staring at Gita as he's like silently crying in the back of the cart.
I'll put my big old paw like
Big
over
old
your shoulder.
Aw.
Oh dear. Gita's just gonna kind of like look up at you and be like, I am sorry.
It's okay. Everyone's twilight comes eventually. It's just a part of life. It doesn't make it any less painful, though.
Gita just kind of nods at that.
You know, if whatever happened was related to that over there, I got something in store that might let you talk. You know, sometimes before we lay people to rest, we'll give people an opportunity to, you know, maybe ask some questions.
Oh, sorry, Jess just totally blue screens there. Holy cow.
Is that something you'd want to give a go?
Gita just looks at you with like wide eyes and says, "This happened like 3 weeks ago. Do you think it is too late?"
As long as his jaw's there, it should be fine.
His jaw?
His jaw.
Oh, yeah. You can't talk without a mouth.
Just turn undead. Hey!
I'm blue screening so hard right now. Oh my god.
It's okay, take your time.
Sweet Jesus. Okay. Gita just kind of like turns and looks at Glyhorn and is like, I am worried that he thought that we hated him. And I did not hate him, even like a little bit. And
I
Do you-
understand.
Do
But,
you think he would come back?
I could try something like that maybe tomorrow. But as for now, it's really more of a talking thing.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, do you think he would like be willing to come back and talk, type of thing?
Oh, yeah, probably. Honestly, it's kind of against his will.
Get to both bring our old
Whether he
voices
wants to
back
or not, he talks.
Oof. Bakari gets pulled out of his day job in the underworld by the fucking ear. Welcome,
Jesus Christ, I am blue screening so hard right now. Holy
welcome to
cow.
McDonald's. What can I get? Oh, fuck.
Oh, are you at this address? Oh, okay. Like he was gonna, he was right across the street.
Mhm.
Bullshit. After the second phone call, I waited like another 5-10 minutes, and I was like, that's it.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Guido just kind of looks at Glayhorn with wide eyes and is like, I would very much like to talk to him if that is possible, but I do not want to. You don't have to do this if you do not want to. I do not want to. Like, I know that these type of spells can take a lot out of a person. You do not have to like waste this time on me.
Oh, no. I got plenty, don't worry.
What's the name of the spell exactly?
Speak with dead.
Right.
Yeah, so, ask me whatever questions you want, and I'll ask it to him, and he'll give me an answer.
It's just a conversation between Joey and Joey.
That's a conversation between Joey and Joey.
Well, Mr. Bakari, sir, you see I got your old buddy, Girah here, and he wanted to inquire about some things. I'm dead. No, I don't know what a dead Bakari would sound like.
Just do his normal voice. It's just more ghosty.
Alright, I'll do my normal voice.
Yeah. Do the normal voice, because I feel like that's going to be too complicated to figure out.
Uh,
Don't even try it.
my leggings are gone.
Don't even try. His voice is strenuous enough. You're adding a whole nother layer.
The problem is I gotta use like my full volume to do it, so I can't adjust it at all.
I know.
Oh my god.
So paint me a picture. How are you doing this exactly?
Well,
I'm
Lumia's
gonna-
probably stopped the cart because
Yeah, I'm probably gonna tell Lumia to stop, and then I'll head out and go. I'll bring Girah over to the skeleton.
Roll me investigation, both of you.
ooh,
Okay.
okay,
Suspicious, but alright.
sounds sus, but okay. I don't know. I think
Investigation, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
DM's the imposter.
Could I do a quick glance around first?
What are you looking for?
No, because we saw the skeleton from the road, right? The Bakari skeleton in the rib cage.
Yeah, skeleton's there.
It's like a quick glance around as you're like, is his head here?
That's what you're rolling investigation for.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
To see if you can find the necessary parts.
That was a 17 for Gita.
Oh, Girah finds.
What about you?
That was a 15 for Glenhorn.
Yeah, it's gonna take a bit to get used to the new names.
Yeah, I got a -1 on investigations.
Whew.
So you go up to it, and as you get closer, this Rex was pretty reasonably massive. Not like anything you've seen in Tevrith up to this point. As you investigate the troll remains,
Is this the same one? If not something common.
you
We're only gonna make it through October.
do find the top part of the skull. However, something you notice as you look through the bones, the body was thrashed around and broken in so many places during the attack. So you only really find a fragment of the lower jaw. You do not have a complete one.
And we'll be back after this short interval of a break. I don't know, y'all. DM suck.
forgot I muted
What were you doing,
myself.
DM?
Cool,
Damn.
cool, 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 chill.
Let me read something real quick. I keep fucking forgetting I have guidance. Oh!
Guidance wouldn't have helped.
Oh.
I'm just gonna say, like, the second you mentioned it, I rolled to see if it even had all the necessary parts based off of what happened during the encounter itself. It was a 4.
So we just found what we could.
You found
Yeah.
some bits and pieces of the lower jaw, but from what you can tell, it was shattered.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Could I try to piece it back together? I am proficient in medicine.
This is not medicine.
This is far past medicine.
I'd say you can take a pick between investigation and performance, and you're going to roll at a disadvantage.
Okay.
Ooh.
Investigation and performance, or investigation or performance?
Either one, and I'm saying performance because I literally worked in a paleo lab and we had a situation somewhat like this. It's definitely it takes a bit of the finesse
It's not easy
to figure out and properly display the parts.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Man. Ooh.
I say or sleight of hand.
Okay.
Because it does require that finesse. So
Sleight of hand. Okay, it's not bad.
you can pick one of the 3.
Sure, performance. Nope. That was an 8 and a 2.
Ooh.
You find a couple shards, maybe a tooth, but you wouldn't know where to begin.
Man. Looks like there isn't enough here to use.
Cool, 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 cool.
I'm sorry, Girah. I really
this
thought I
session
could
has
have done
just been just
something else.
cool.
Hey, fight me. You're the one.
I'm not joking.
Alright, we're gonna roll a dice. Let's see that. We're gonna roll a different dice because that wasn't helpful. Excellent, 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 excellent. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah. So tears are running down Girah's face because yes, of course. And he looks at Glyhorn. Oh my God, Glyhorn, and he's like, "That is okay. Thank you for trying."
I'll pull Girah into a hug.
Okay. Yeah.
A big old furball hug.
Girah hugs back. And then he just kind of lingers by the skeletons for a bit. And just kind of like looks at Bakari's skeleton and is like, "Friend Bakari, I do not know if you can hear me. You probably cannot, but I need you to know that we did not hate you. And I hope things or better where you are now.
He's working at McDonald's.
He hears some static in a cubicle.
Roll a d20.
Ooh.
Concern. That's a 19.
Ooh. That might be good.
As you finish and sort of attempt to make peace with the body of your dead friend, you suddenly feel a cold breeze come up behind you. You feel a chill up your spine, and you could swear that on the breeze you hear a sinister laughter. It's very faint. You almost missed it at first, but you could swear that it was there.
Hey, Ethan?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ethan? What the actual fuck?
You know, if you want, I could send some letters up there too for you.
Girah turns and looks at Glyhorn and is like, Did you hear that laughter?
What laugh?
Cool. And
Did I miss something?
Girah just looks just a little bit scared and is like, we should go now.
All right.
He gets up and lets Girah go in front, and then I'll just start lumbering behind him. Back to the car.
Glad to see that hasn't changed.
It has not.
Main character changes.
It's gonna be like the fucking final boss fight, and we're still gonna be like, her, him.
For him. We'll be on all different characters by this point.
Yeah, I was fucking roll today, up until now.
The only consistency is Girah, and the fact that we can't figure out who Girah is.
We don't know Girah's gender.
We know he's a guy, but we're also dumb.
Yeah.
We have a single brain cell.
Mood.
Lucky.
I'm sorry. I was thinking about my mom.
I don't even want to begin to ask.
Yeah.
He just misses his mom's cooking.
He's been gone for like 5 days.
Yep.
So,
Hasn't even been a week.
On the road again.
On the road
Yeah.
again. I guess Illumia will be the driver this time around because she's already there. So, one solid flick.
Ooh, you really know how to get him going.
You could say that.
so you finished the day without any issue. On the next
guys,
morning.
do you want me to
Oh.
You want me to put up a tent?
That would be smart. Probably.
Alright, give me 11 minutes.
That's oddly specific.
That's a lot of time
I'm
to
gonna
pitch.
sit down.
That's a lot of time to pitch a tent, my dude.
Yeah, it's a badass tent, I'll tell you that.
Okay. It's a map expansion.
Come nightfall, though, like, Glenhorn's eyes glaze over to where they're like matte black, or not even matte black, just like reflective black,
Uh-huh.
and it looks like there are white dots spattering all over his eyes, over the black, like the stars in the sky. And this motherfucker has no limit to his dark vision. He can see as far as you can during the day,
Cool.
and he can see color, so that's cool.
That is cool. I mean, that usually doesn't come into play, but yeah, that is cool.
Yeah.
Mine? Thank you, Bubba. Okay. Yeah, and I'm gonna cast Leo Min's Tiny Hut.
I love that.
Alright.
So we got a big 10-foot by 10-foot half globe,
The height.
10 feet.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like a 10-foot radius all around. So it's
Gotcha.
like a
I
dome.
figured I could ask because we still have a big boy.
I can change the color. I can change the lighting inside. I can change the temperature. Um, I can block sound. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I can change the opacity, and
Make it
it's
transparent. You're just going in there to change clothes.
it's invulnerable to anything.
Oh Jesus!
Yep.
So
It's a
if
really
someone
cool.
tries to break it, that's not happening.
Funnily enough, I can already think of a few ways around that.
Oh no! We just get surrounded and we just sit in there and starve out.
Oh yeah, the spell magic works on it. Anything like counter magic related works, but
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
slapping
everything
it
else is
doesn't.
big under it.
No, I was more thinking how funny it would be for Taras to come by and just accidentally eat you. Just casually eats the whole dome out of the ground.
Oh yeah.
Didn't even see it. Anyways.
Anyways,
Don't worry, guys. As long as you're staying here, we're fine.
I'd say Illumia looks somewhat impressed. I don't think she would really remember anything in particular similar to this spell. So
Probably.
probably okay. She's not as impressed anymore then.
More from your time out on the road.
Oh, okay.
Rather than before that, but yeah.
Gotcha. So but the fact is, it's familiar.
It's reasonably familiar.
Reasonably.
You guys like it cold or warm?
Moderate.
All right. I'll put it at a good 72 degrees.
Goes to the
You use
thermostat,
Fahrenheit?
starts messing with the knob.
You use Fahrenheit.
Yeah. It's easy.
Okay.
What color do you want the globe on the inside? You guys like blue, or you just want it transparent?
Transparent color.
Girah
Alright.
just looks so confused.
Olivia has never heard of the color of transparent.
You just see him like plugging some dials in the corner.
Opens up the fucking circuit breaker.
Alright,
your
I'll
room's
probably
over
make it camouflage from the outside. So I'll make it the same color and texture as the grass.
Oh. I was about to say, like, the camouflage texture.
Oh yeah,
You didn't know of the modern day camouflage texture.
it's real effective. And you know, if ever you find yourself in an urban environment, you just tend to coat the outside in blocks of varying colors, and it tends to work.
Oh my god.
Definitely thought you said blood at first, and I'm like, why would that work?
I was over here thinking of camo pants.
It's just a giant dome of camo pants.
Yeah, you can't see us.
It's not the camo texture, it is just a bunch of camo pants sewn together.
You know what I was
Just
thinking
John
about
Cena's
just
face.
now?
It's just John
Imagine-
Cena.
Imagine how fucking useful that thing would be in the main campaign. We could literally just say fuck you to fear and just live right outside the house in the fucking tent.
You're not wrong.
Oh yeah, and he couldn't do anything about it.
We could
No,
also
no.
just kick him out of his own house, technically.
That is
That
true.
too.
We have a lot more power, but we could also just squat right outside his fucking house.
Not
Yeah,
wrong.
sorry, Brandon.
Oh yeah, he's listening to us.
I forgot.
Rip Brandon.
Brandon. He has not said anything.
No, he
See
hasn't
the
said shit.
for that one?
You know, occasionally we plot Fear's downfall.
It's just, we do it at least once every couple sessions.
Once every couple days we do it.
We make a day of it. So,
Not charging you guys. Yeah, but things could change very quick. I'm not
You're
charging
probably
you
gonna try
guys
to
on
charge.
that.
You're probably gonna try to start making Gar pay rent. I wouldn't be surprised.
Anyways,
so
that's for Sunday.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. So that was it. I just wanted to do a little night thing.
All right. I assume you all go in and sleep.
Yes.
How long
We'll be
does the
staying
dome
there
last
for
for?
8 hours.
8 hours.
Just enough for a long rest.
Yeah.
So every night I'll be cashing that dome when we're going to sleep.
Good to
No
know.
more fucking T-Rex in
I
the
don't know.
middle of the goddamn night.
How long do you guys sleep
Is she over
for?
there? Whoa.
Lumia probably sleeps for 7, just kind of gets up early to kind of scout around, probably.
Okay.
She's here.
She would be vaguely familiar with it. She'd probably maybe understand possible circumstances of like being surrounded.
Last time I saw
Yeah.
If
Papa,
you
she was standing
are
by the kitchen.
invisible,
Go.
you know, just kind of see what's all going around.
What about you, Gita? How long are you sleeping roughly?
Okay.
Step inside.
In your
Just gotta
campaign,
leave it.
how
Can I
long
give
do we
you
actually need to be sleeping to gain the benefits of the full rest?
How long does it say in the thing?
I have no idea.
I'm
It's
gonna
been
say.
so long.
I'll say
since
probably like you need about 6 to 7 hours. I'll say
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
to gain the base benefits.
Here, Dad.
Okay.
if you want to
Someone
sleep
handed
for
it to me. I
fucking
don't know
9
who it is.
hours.
Yeah.
Oh, I think.
And I'm only saying that because I've been running off 6 hours for the entirety of this year so far, and I'm fine.
Yeah, adults usually need less sleep anyways. It's more teenagers need more sleep.
Yeah.
Anyways,
That's fair.
Thanks for
Pass
reminding me
that.
I'm getting older.
It's fine. I'll be joining you
a
in
growing
December.
lad.
It's all downhill
He's a
after
growing
20.
boy. He gets his full 8 hours.
It's so good to know that in like less than 5 years, the 2 hours of sleep I'll be getting will actually make me feel more rested than they already do.
That's a mood.
Yes.
Okay. Gita probably only sleeps for about like 6.5 hours, give or take.
Okay.
I feel like he has just like some less than great dreams and just like can't really get back to sleep after them.
Very
And like
reasonable.
he's very, very quiet and does not want to wake either of his two new companions up, but like
What
yeah.
about you, Glenhorn? How long do you sleep?
He's a growing boy. He likes getting his full 8 hours in.
Good to know. So, Gita,
Also, he's a heavy snorer.
after you wake up, what do you do exactly?
So like the final time he wakes up and just like gives up on sleeping, I think he goes out of the tent and just kind of like checks on the horses, kind of like pets the horses, pets Apple, and probably gets breakfast ready once it's like a little bit closer to when his companion feels like his companions will wake up.
Alright, well, as you go out, it's a cool morning, but you can sense that it's starting to get a bit warmer. Especially in comparison to when you first set out with Meredith and Bakari. There's no breeze, no nothing. You go over to the horses, and you pet them. They seemed a little off-put at first until you came over and started giving them attention. And it was specifically off-put by the something within the direction you came from. Would you like to roll me perception?
Sure, that's not suspicious at all, Ethan.
Uh-huh.
Totally not sus.
I never claimed to not be.
That's a 23 though.
Darn, crewmate again.
Awesome. How much did you say it was?
A 23?
Okay. You notice you didn't think about it at first, but now that the horses are being a little off foot, you realize the sound of snoring has not died down at all. But you also know that you shouldn't be hearing the loud snoring of Glenhorn. And the sound is coming from the dome. That direction.
Tasty. Okay. We're gonna like very, very quietly kind of like make our way around sort of like the edge of the tent and see if we can see if there's anything behind that boy.
As soon as you turn around, you realize there's griffins that are sleeping on top of the dome. There's maybe
Oh,
one or two that's on top of it, and then another 4 or 5 that are around it. There's 6 in total.
Those are big boys.
Yeah, they're all sleeping on the dome.
How did they? That must look really weird because it's camouflaged.
Yeah, it does. From what you can gather, at some point they came across this area, saw the weird dome, and decided, this works.
And there's 6 of them?
Yep. The biggest of them appears to be on the dome itself.
Huh. Okay. Huh. All
Don't
right.
you just love random encounter charts, guys?
And it's like sleeping, chilling, right?
Yeah, they're sleeping.
Ooh, cool.
They didn't even appear to really notice you leave. They are enjoying the good sleep.
Cool. Okay. Huh. What does Girah know about griffins?
Probably nature.
Okay. Nature is intelligence, but I'm proficient. That's nice. 16.
You know that they are kind of herd creatures. They do enjoy a good meal of things that are about around horse size. They also like eating other herd animals. It's really weird to see them here, of all places, because they normally dwell in like high areas. And they also, if you happen to raise one, they can be trained to a pretty serviceable mount. They can be reasonable, depending on how you go about it. But they could also be pretty territorial if you get on their bad side.
Fascinating. Okay. How quiet is the cart that we have?
About as quiet as a cart on a dirt road can be. So, I mean, not super quiet, but not terribly loud.
Okay. I think Girah's gonna go quiet as he can, go back into the tent, and just kind of like, I think he's going to try and wake up probably Illumia.
All right. Well, I mean, she was sleeping. She's gonna wake up soon, anyways, to go look around. So.
And Girah's just gonna very quietly be like, I am sorry to wake you, friend Illumia. There are griffins on top of the tent, and they are asleep right now. But I do not know if we want to leave now and avoid dealing with them later, or I do not know what we want to do. Basically, Girah's saying, I need an adult.
I guess Illumia would be the adult. I can say that much. Would she maybe know a way of maybe particularly handling them? Would that be a nature check?
Sure.
Roll. That's a 9. She's tired. She does
You
not remember.
you barely know what a griffin is at first. You're like, griffin? What the fuck is it? Oh yeah, the weird bird things.
Right. Could you fill me in quickly about what's all going on with them? It's
There are 6 of them. One is sleeping
okay.
directly on top of the dome. The other 5 are sleeping around the dome.
I'm
They
assuming
are
you're
asleep.
able to get in and out, so it's not blocking the entrance.
Correct. I did not notice them when I first walked out. It was not until I noticed that the horses were on edge that I turned around and noticed that they were griffins.
Yes, that would do it. I think it best that perhaps we just get moving. I don't think they're to be messed with if there's 6 of them.
And Girah just kind of nods and goes to wake up Glyhorn.
Sure thing.
Yeah, Girah's just gonna kind of go over to Glyhorn and like shake his shoulder and be like, "Friend Glyhorn."
Jesus Christ. That might wake him up.
You are so lucky sound doesn't escape.
Yeah.
Well, that or the griffins would have just thought you were one of them.
Probably shake him a little bit more and be like, "Friend Glyhorn, please wake up."
Let's see. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, wake up.
Hey, what's going on, Girah?
I am very sorry to wake you, but there are 6 griffins outside. They are asleep right now. But
Oh, it's real dark. Yeah, I could see him up there. Yeah, he's little chunky, huh?
Oh, wait.
How many did you say?
There are 6.
Yes,
Oh, all
there's
right.
6.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Olivia thinks we should leave.
Yes, I think that might be best.
Are they all around the dome, or are they
Yeah.
like scattered?
No, they're pretty much like encircling the dome except for certain parts of it, and then there's the one on top of the dome, which is the biggest one.
Well, how do you suggest we go without waking him up?
Quietly.
We simply just leave.
I will do it.
The hut disappears when it needs to disappear. They wake up and find that the tent is gone. And we're gone.
You know what? Let me see if I got anything in this old noggin of mine.
This is gonna take a while.
It's like times like these makes me wish that I had Pass Without Trace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. All right.
I got an idea. Let's see. Let's take this one off, and we're gonna put this one here. All right. This is the plan, guys. We're gonna get up, and we're gonna get out, and I'm gonna make them all deaf. And then we could just go away like nothing happened.
Yes, that was sort of the plan I had in mind.
Glyhorn, would they not wake up if we cast magic on them?
Oh no, they're sleeping. It should be fine. Yeah, it'll sound a little weird for us for a second. You won't be able to hear anything. But when we get out of it, it'll all be back to normal. So how does that sound, guys?
I've honestly been distracted for a hot second. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Arrow come down.
Oh. Oh, are you gonna cast silence?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That
That makes so much more sense than what I thought. Because like there's a couple spells that have a side effect if like they fail the wisdom saving throw of deafness, and I'm like, what the? Why are we attacking the griffins?
Silence is straight up just nobody can hear in here. No sound. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, Girah just like, if you think that will work, yes, that seems like a good idea.
All right, let's get her going.
Yeah, I guess we'll stroll out of the dome,
Yeah.
and once I get to like about I don't know, like 10 feet away from the dome, I will cast silence centered on the griffin on top of the dome.
Are you all trying to leave the dome stealthily?
I mean,
Yes.
definitely is.
Oh yeah.
At the very least, me, because
Everyone give me
I can't
a
cast
stealth
magic
check.
through the dome.
Yep. I'm so happy with the infiltrator armor. Hell yeah. Whew. That may not still be good. I don't need disadvantage to be unlucky.
Oh dear.
Ooh, disadvantage. That's a real shame.
That's an 8. No, she doesn't.
God.
She doesn't have disadvantage anymore because she has the infiltrator currently on with the chainmail. But you know, it doesn't change the fact that a bad roll is a bad roll.
Oh no, you misunderstood. I'm the one with disadvantage.
Oh,
Oh,
I love trading.
So I got a 5 and a 2.
oh God. I'm
The new
Girah, what did you get?
sick.
Oh my God, I got a 24. Y'all are slacking. Jesus.
Apparently.
So as usual, Girah exits the dome, barely making a sound, though attempting to a little bit more so, still not making any noise. And then your two friends who are both wearing
Glenhorn.
armor come out clinking their asses off. And
Glenhorn in the middle of putting on his armor like trips and like falls out of the dome.
Illumia's
Yeah.
just wearing it.
he trips and falls out. As soon as you turn and look at the griffins, they are all staring at you.
Oh.
Oh, hey guys. Nice to meet you. It's a pleasant morning.
Do griffins speak languages?
No.
No.
Okay. Got it.
The really big one sort of gets up, gets its bearings, then hops down in front of you guys. Sort of stalks forward towards you, gauging you guys. They didn't come here knowing you were here, so you're definitely like
a surprise to them.
Where did you come from? What are you all about?
Oh, I take it you're wondering where we came from. Yeah, look at this real quick.
And I'll poke my arm in, and I'll poke my arm out, and I'll poke my arm in, and I poke my arm out.
You put your right hand in, you put your right hand
It watches and cocks its head to the side.
and you shake it off.
Girah watches and cocks his head to the side.
It's a neat little trick I picked up a couple years back. Yeah, we were just having a good old sleep there, and looks like you guys came to join.
The other griffin starts slowly encircling you three.
Oh,
Not menacingly, but it's more of like a, you've caught our interest, we're gonna see what you're about now.
You guys like you like meat and stuff?
Gonna hand them a leaf that tastes like meat.
The
You
bird,
say
the griffin just kind of doesn't respond to that. It doesn't really have a means of.
oh, if you guys are hungry, I can whip up something real quick and, feed everyone.
Roll persuasion.
Or if you'd rather just have the rations, that's fine too.
They eat herd animals, so you offering food equates to them as, you can have our horses.
Oh, we kind of need that.
I don't even know if they understand me.
They should. Oh, actually, griffins
know-
might be considered monstrosities.
They are monstrosities, and they also know no
They
languages.
are not understanding you.
They're just kind of gauging based off of how you're acting.
Totally a 10. And I'll reach into like my pocket and I'll pull out like, look, I got some pocket bacon. Here you go.
I got pot bacon.
You never know when you need a snack.
The large griffin looks over to Illumia,
Oh, great.
and it goes up to her next.
Okay.
Its lion tail starts kind of flicking around a little bit.
Certainly looking at it.
You don't
Staring
do
contest,
anything,
yeah.
you just staring contest?
Yeah, she's not trying to look imposing or anything.
She's just staring at it.
Yeah. If it's staring at me, I'm gonna stare back. Simple.
It cocks its head a little bit to one side, then to the other. Then it looks at Girah. And then it walks up to the little goblin.
Excellent.
What does Girah do?
Oh, that's such a good question. Let's roll impulse.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that fucking tracks. Fucking tracks. Girah wants to pet this boy so bad. Are you kidding me?
Does Girah pet the boyo?
I
A
think
big feathered
Girah
boy.
kind of like gauges the griffin's kind of generally reaction as he like kind of reaches out his hands in like a non-threatening way towards the griffin.
Full animal handling.
Okay. Oh my god, that's a 19.
Oh my
That's
god.
a 19 plus 5. That's a 19, that's plus 5. That's 24. That's 24.
Oh my gosh.
As you do, the griffin seems confused at first at what you're doing. It sort of backs up a little bit, but once you like stick your fingers through its feathers and start scratching it, it kind of leans in a little bit, as if it's remembering something. And you've made friends with a griffin.
Oh, would you look at that? What a pleasant morning. We made some new friends.
See, if it was Bakari, he'd already be punching one. That's the funny thing.
Oh yeah, wholeheartedly. I'd already be scrappy.
He'd already be punching one of them. Fucking thing gets swarmed.
Fucking transforms into a griffin and offends them.
It's just such a vast difference between characters.
I turn into a robin, assuming they can understand me.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm petting a griffin.
Yeah, you are petting a griffin. It sort of leans its head down to you. Looks you in the eyes for a second before closing them and sort of pushing its head into you.
Do you guys want a hug too?
Roll. Do you just say that, or do you actively try to go and pet a griffin?
No, I'm just like sitting there scratching my belly and like, man, this guy's having a lot of fun. Do you guys want some scritches too? That's it.
They look at you and cock their heads. They don't know what you're saying.
All right, looks like problem solved. I'm gonna go back inside and catch some Z's.
You have another 2 hours before that 8 hours sleeping is up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back inside and go to sleep.
Fair enough. You go back in. The griffins don't seem to mind.
As I just disappear.
Yeah, Lumia's gonna back up and go back into the tent.
Sure thing. Girah, you are... What do you do?
Just gonna keep petting the griffin, I guess.
Yeah. After
Come on.
a few minutes of petting, the griffin sort of like lays down.
Oh, look at. Are we sure Girah isn't a druid secretly?
Honestly, though.
I mean, if we're being honest, he's just an angry druid.
Yeah.
That's basically a subclass.
Yeah.
And as it lays down, it sort of tugs on your you
Got a clingy
with its
one.
beak.
You got a clingy one.
Okay.
Almost like it's trying to get you to climb onto it.
Girah's about to go on an adventure.
Okay. Yeah. Will follow this thing's tugs.
Yeah, it does, and it tugs you over to the
Kidnaps
side. Then it sort of like lowers its one wing a bit so that you have space to sort of climb on.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Girah climbs on the griffin.
With that, it stands
Girah.
up. It unfurls its large wings, as well as all the other griffins, and then they take off.
Oh, goodbye.
You
Would
are,
you look at that? Girah's going for a little trip.
Well, okay. All right, D20.
Cool.
Girah surprisingly keeps it together because he rolled a natural 20 on keeping it together.
yeah, whereas before it was very scared because you were being like rocked around almost violently by the tree, and not by any purpose, just from the way it sort of lumbered as it moved. The griffins are almost as flowing as the breeze as they soar through the sky. You find yourself not as uncomfortable as you normally think you would be. It's almost as if you're going slowly adrift through water rather than who knows how high in the air. It's hard for you to tell.
Oh, definitely not looking down. Gotta stress, cannot stress enough. Girah is pointedly not looking down.
Very fair. But you notice after a few maybe minutes of flying, you start coming up towards Ascot. The town is quiet. There's no lanterns lit. There's no movement. You can't even really see any dots of people. However, what you do see on the opposite borders of the town, there is a large lumbering creature, easily 80, 90 feet in height.
Hey, we found the hill.
It looks as a weird mixture of the living and the unliving. It is composed of these furry parts as well as parts that are almost pure stone that seem to have come to life. And its head, while made of stone, almost takes the form of a human-esque skull with these protruding tusks that come out. and as well a large bulbous belly, which is grassy and looks oddly reminiscent of a big hill. And as you sort of fly a bit closer, it looks at you, and from inside these dull eye sockets are two glowing tiny lights inside. And then you hear a bellowing roar come from the beast as the griffins suddenly become a bit agitated. And then they turn back. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Yay!
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm having such a hard time with Illumia. I'm not used to playing characters that lack empathy, Ethan. This is hard.
I'm aware, and I've noticed.
This is not easy.
The one that chose to do this, don't.
I know. I'm gonna love her so much. Yeah, it's literally the big boy.
It is the big boy.
It's the hill. We found the hill.
Hey, okay, quick question.
Yeah.
Does that big ol' bulbous figure with the belly kind of remind me of one of the drawings that we found in the dwarf tower?
Yeah.
Okay.
It also gives you pretty reasonable reference to the iconography, especially from Glenhorn's shield.
Ooh.
Seems to kind of resemble Ernest.
Cool.
Hey,
cool,
look,
cool,
it's
cool.
who Meredith worshipped.
However, it seems a lot more weirdly building-esque, and it has a skull for a face instead of the usual normal giant that's portrayed.
Yeah.
Sometimes God's just evolved.
But, you know,
That's how it is.
when you laid eyes on it, there was no mistaking it.
Cool, 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 cool.
So wait,
cool.
Ascot was just living next to this fucking guardian?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I speak giant.
Fucking fair. No wonder
I forgot.
Meredith fucking worshipped him. He's right there. He's looming over her constantly if she doesn't fulfill her fucking duties.
People weren't necessarily aware of it.
Oh no, it's just the metaphorical.
Irony?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
poetic.
the irony of it. It's poetic. He was right there the whole damn time. She didn't even fucking know.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could talk to
In
Ernest.
fact, that's pretty much why Ascot pretty much used to be on the hill, but then it got moved to where it is now. For
Yeah, Ernest.
pretty much that reason. He got woken up before.
He does not appreciate being sat on. Understood.
Well, as evident by what the result was when the goblins tried to build on him.
Yeah. He's going to go find another sleeping spot. Oh.
Well,
Bye. Hi.
Alright.
I'm
It
getting
broke.
the stream real
Are we
quick.
sure?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bye, Brandon.
Bye, Brandon.
Bye.
I don't know if he's still there, but bye, Brandon.
Yeah, I think he is. Woo.